Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BYND. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. If you're not sure what I mean by 30-minute, I do offer an explanation video at that link, so if you go there, I'll explain in detail. Well, a very eventful day, not necessarily just today, but even yesterday on Tuesday, things were getting pretty active. But I will say now, after today's price movement, from a presentation standpoint, this is a pretty tricky chart to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you were some sort of day trader, scalper, flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought there, or maybe you bought right there, and your plan was to buy and sell within 30 minutes, well, then from that point of view, the chart's looking pretty bad. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. From the highs, there's been a pretty big pullback. But from the grand scheme of it all, the price does still have the opportunity to chip away and build a higher base. And that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. Just higher bases being put in a place over extended periods of time. And that's also going to be the viewpoint that I talk about things from. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trader type mentality going into it. Now, I'm not saying this is what's going to occur, but just to help kind of offer up an explanation of why I would still call the chart bullish is, let's say that the price comes down here to that $80 mark. Again, not saying it will, but for explanation purposes, so it comes down to $80, behaves like that, and then it begins to work its way back upwards. Now, emphasis here on the big picture. From the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have these lows down here. If you envision each of these as stair steps, well, then at that point, you would still very, very clearly have a nice upward stair step progressing in the upwards direction. And that's, again, what truly strong moves. They're going to make progress forward. So in my mind, $80 is a nice little kind of quote-unquote progress point to monitor and see if the price is building higher lows or if things are getting, more bearish to the downside. Once again, though, I'm well aware if you're some sort of day trader and you bought up there, but right there, then yes, you don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be commenting from the bigger picture point of view. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today, as in one day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the price does still have the opportunity to chip away and build a higher base. So let's see if the bulls can get that job done or not. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.